What do we got going on here? Not gonna do anything stupid here. Hey folks, we're on the tail end. We're on A67, I believe it is, right here, heading south to Mannheim, and then we're gonna go into the Hockenheim ring, and we're heading to the Jim Clark Special. That's vintage car racing from Formula One to Can-Am to Lola's with big blocks in them. And this is Gil along for the ride along today. Gil, how you doing?
Gil and Roger on the road again.
Heading south. So look, the Corvette Club let us zip along with him. So we're cruising with the Z06 directly behind us and a C5 from Alexander in front of us. Why? Because Roger sported an LS3 Corvette motor in his 55 Nomad. Oh yeah? Watch this. We've made it into the Hockenheim ring, and of course there's a mini traffic jam here, but that's to be expected. The parking lot is already filled up, but we don't have to park over here with the normal peasants. We actually get to drive the Chevy and the Z06 inside the Hockenheim ring because we got special tickets. And in like 1 second, you're gonna see the Hockenheim ring. This is the main tribune, the main grandstands right here. There you go, right there. So Roger and Gil don't know how to act in a formal setting like this. Looks like we're getting some merch here, some free chicken at the Hockenheim ring. We don't know, we'll find out here in a minute. Got my camera down here. Let's see what we got in the goodie bag. We got a hat, I hope it fits.
Goodie bag hat.
We got Red Bull, French fries, a hamburger, and oh, tools. We got tools in here. Hey, look, we got a couple of drinks going on here in the Hockenheim ring. This is what's called the Ost or the East Tribune. It's the Mercedes Tribune here, or grandstands here in Hockenheim ring. And this is what's cool about an event like this. Got an old BMW over here, a Mercedes 2.5, the white one behind it, a typical C5 Corvette, Golf 1 of course, Cabriolet, Opel, a newer Opel, and then here Z06 Corvette. You saw that on the video earlier, and check this right here, a Viper GTS right here in Hockenheim ring, and it's just super cool stuff. And this guy just pulled us. He's from Austria, Österreich, and then here's my old tired 55 Nomad, and you've got Formula One cars zipping along back right here. So stay tuned. We're going to show you some cool stuff in the pits in about 5 seconds. So anyway, welcome to Hockenheim ring, Jim Clark ADAC Special. Cheers. Why did we do this?
Hi, I'm Jim Clark, and these are my special friends here.
Cheers. Yes. Oh, that stuff's good. 1937 Chevrolet sporting a 499 cubic inch Chrysler motor, Hemi of course, with a blower on top, probably right around 3,000, 3,500 horsepower. And this is one of the cars that actually shows up at the Hockenheim ring Nitro Olympic drag races here. So, and what you hear in the background is literally not the sound, but those are Formula One cars that are not relevant anymore. When I say that is, after 1 or 2 or 3 seasons, whatever they develop at Honda or Mercedes, whatever, it's not relevant anymore, so they have to change it out. And the cars you see right there, see all the Porsches zipping around here? This is actually the Porsche test track slash GT3s just came by here, if you saw that. 3, 4 of them. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, This, ladies and gentlemen, is where you learn how to drive a Porsche. I'm not saying you don't have this in the United States of America, but look at this. Just, okay, Corvette 1, 2, Viper, Z06, and then you got that old tired 55 Chevy with an LS3 motor in it, but this is just cool stuff. And then it looks like you got a Crown Vic right here, former police car. Yeah, it's definitely a former police car because of the spotlights on it. Next to a Corvette, next to a Viper, a fairly new Camaro, and we got some more Porsches zipping along right here. And then Alpine, look at this right here. This is a Renault Alpine, France, and this is just a cool car. Remember the Alpines from the 60s and 70s? This is the modern version of that. And over here, CSI, a Mercedes 190. Right here, this is a Lotus. Another Lotus right here. Looks like the Lotus Row right here. Check this out, oval window bug. Obviously, it's got some stuff going on underneath the hood right here. Another bug right here. Volkswagen. I think that's called a Type 3. I don't know. But Austria. Capri 2.3 liter. And just a whole bunch of these right here. This is where they park all the fairly new Porsches. I don't know how us scrubs made it into the VIP lounge, but we're here right now. And there might be actually free food right here. There's free beer over there. And this is actually glass right here, so it's air conditioned. And check this out, this is the Hockenheim ring. And we're gonna watch a couple of races happening here in a couple of seconds. Again, don't know how we made it in here. We didn't sneak in, we just pressed the elevator button and we're here right now. Position here, this is what's called Weisswürstel, white sausage, I guess is what you call it. That is sweet mustard. And you got one of these things called a pretzel and a cold beer. And then if you walk right over here, we're watching the races going on at the same time. Get much better than this right here. Backdrop right now. So this is an old dirt bike right now, but look, this place has absolutely filled up. We went and watched a couple of races. You saw that a couple of minutes ago, but look at this. So again, old Porsches, 911s, 912s, 928, and all the new stuff is up here. But just super cool event, and the place is packed. And we're gonna race the old 55 Nomad out here in the Hockenheim ring in about 20 minutes. Stay tuned. I thought these were all Morgans, but the gentleman just cleared me up. These are actually Caterhams on Lotus light frames. Little 4 cylinders, 135, 140 horsepower, but they weigh nothing. So these things supposedly are quick. I've seen them on the roads before, but they're not Morgans. They're Caterham Super Sprint 1700. Now, super cool little cars, but check this thing out down here. I guess this is an earlier version of this. Stuff like this, I love it. Low horsepower, but no weight at all. So check this out. Look at that dashboard. Is that not cool? But this is just top-notch stuff right here. Now, this doesn't have the exact small lights, what they call the cat eyes, but close to it. Top restoration, just super cool cars here. Mustang parked next to a Mustang, parked next to a Corvette, and just super old Volvo right here. That's a cool looking car. And a Renault Alpine right here. Obviously a French car right here. Super cool cars. And again, That's the variety you have here in Germany or in Europe. All kinds of cars all over the place. 850i BMW V12. Why do I know this? Because it's in my 34 coupe I'm driving around. Old BMW, Mazda Miata, and then old, this is a 5-cylinder turbo model right here. These things are actually quick for the day. I'm guessing probably late 80s, early 90s. I've had one of these before too, 6 cylinders. These things are actually pretty doggone fast. Audi Quattro, obviously 4-wheel drive. Another Audi Quattro, 4-wheel drive. And these things right here are super dangerous because what the Germans are doing is they're turboing the crap out of these things, and they're pulling like 800-900 horsepower out of these Golf 2s and Golf 3s. And again, super cool cars over here. I'm not that familiar with the Japanese scene, but I think this is a, hold on, let me look in the back because I don't know. This is one of those Nissan, yeah, that ain't right either. Oh, GTR, so super cool cars. I think it's a 6-cylinder, naturally aspirated, obviously a right-hand drive. So this thing one day was in Japan earlier. That's where this thing actually came out of. And again, just weird, not weird cars. I hate to say that. I use these words sparingly, but just an interesting dynamic of cars over here in Europe. And again, I'm a little 60-year-old guy, so I don't have all the knowledge of this, whatever this is right here. And I don't know, talk to these guys here. Here, anybody speak English? So this is from my YouTube channel. What are these things? What are these cars right here? Skylines. I see it right now.
R32, R33, R33.
And how many horsepower has this thing got?
That one, 380.
380 horsepower, 6-cylinder, right? Turbo or just normal? Turbo. All these are turbo cars, right?
Yes.
All right.
That's a 2-liter, that's 2.5 liter.
Cool cars. And all right-hand drive cars. Imported from Japan?
Japan.
You fly yourself and get it, or you buy them over here?
Bought here in Germany.
All right, so LTD station wagon. Little sticker on here. And then right over here to the Mach 1 Mustang. And I'll go ahead and walk down here. Here's another one right here, a pretty little Mustang. Obviously a coupe. But let me see if I can climb up on the wall here and actually see these little race cars zipping by here. What do we got going on here? B6 BMW and the iconic rims that go with these cars. Super cool car, worth a lot of money nowadays. On the Hockenheim ring right now. Not gonna do anything stupid here.
Turn to the right.
All right, man. So
Hairpin turn.
I'm gonna shift down a gear here.
This guy's not watching, Roger. He's not watching.
Gotta be careful here, man. brakes that I'm smelling right now. Did somebody have an accident?
I don't think so.
Anyway, so this is not really racing right now. This is kind of like a little bit of show racing, but it's fun. Temperatures are looking good. All right, so hey, folks, we're gonna walk over right now to the shuttle bus that's gonna take us to the other side of Hockenheim Ring. All these people just did a tour on the Hockenheim Ring. You literally just saw that. I think we passed like 20 cars, man. It wasn't really racing, it was just fun right now. But anyway, cool cars. Look at this thing right here. One of these 190s, 2.5 16s. Another one right here. These things is what start the whole little pocket rocket car scene over here with the M Series, and that's obviously Mercedes. That started the whole scene over here. Put an LS3 in it, baby. Put an LS3 in it right here. This is the Maserati right here, MC20, lots of money. I can't afford a car like this. So what's your name and where are you from?
My name is Daniel. I come to Germany.
Germany?
I'm from Germany, yes.
All right, man, nice car. I wish I can afford stuff like this. That's just a cool car right here. RS3000 Cosworth. And what is this, Gil? A Ford Capri. That's just cool. This is cool too, but not my cup of tea. Lotus, little Opel, that's Skoda, right? Yeah. The fucking Porsche. That's where the people who paid attention to life spend their quality time. Porsche Museum and driver and test school right here in Hockenheim Ring. Again, yeah, not like us idiots. we didn't pay attention when they said, hey, education is a good thing.
We just build old shit and make it faster.
That's right, man.
With our bare hands.
No car payments either, baby. I'm sure they got this straight from the United States of America. A Windsor, Monaco, sitting right next to it is one of my favorite cars out here. Pantera, probably dressed out as a race car here. That looks just absolutely killer. About 350,000 US dollars. This is a race car. I have no idea what it is, so I'm going to pretend it's a KTM Expo GT2 Rennwagen, which basically means race car. Only 600 horsepower, but it's a 5-cylinder turbo. Just really, really cool looking cars. And then check this thing out. That's just a cool looking car. I don't know what it is, but it's here in Hockenheim. 4-banger, BMW 6-cylinder, right next to each other. On these tires, and you can also hear how sticky the tires are. So these are like really, really race tires, sticky stuff. And again, that was an M Series, and here we got a Mercedes 190, probably a Strich 16, going out for the races. The midgets get out of the way. I might get, this is a real 917 Porsche, limited stall. So these things were like ruling the circuits over here in the 70s and 80s. Group of classic cars are heading to the podium right now. We're going to do another round. Again, this is a lot of show racing. This is not about the fastest times. Cool looking stuff here, but out of my price league. Conversion 2VC Citroën. That's killer right there. I don't know if that's a Hyper 9 motor or not, but obviously battery pack 1 and 2. There's the electric motor. It's front wheel drive, and then right next to an old BMW twin. Looks like a race car, and then this is probably a copy of the Daimler-Benz 1886 car when they were in Ludwigshafen driving this thing down the road. Let's see if I got that correct without cheating. Look at that, 1886 Benz, not Daimler-Benz, but just Benz right here. So pretty cool. 1886, 1 liter, which is about almost a horsepower, 16 kilometers an hour, which is 10 miles an hour, folks. Fiat 850. This is pretty cool right here. Here you see a real one. This is actually a real 917 Porsche, limited production, obviously. So this is a Sax Corvette historic Grand Prix. So these are cars out of the 60s and 70s, the way they used to race. So we were just a couple minutes ago, but we're going to take off right now. What a hell of a show. I like those air-cooled Volkswagens. Obviously a 914 right here. I got one of those in the garage, except I dropped an LS3 in it. GT2 RS, obviously the predecessor to the GT3 RS. Super cool car. A little bit of carbon fiber going on the hood right here. But these cars are just well engineered in Stuttgart, Germany. Obviously everybody knows the Porsche history. I am not a Porsche expert except for the stuff that I bastardize in my garage, but a lot of cool cars. I'm more this 911 sitting right here. Super cool car, lots of storage capability, Heidelberg car, and it's a Targa model. That's a pretty good grade that guy's going down right now, and up, by the way. Oh, back up. I'm impressed. We're on our way back right now to the automobile here at the AAA Club, which is basically car club area. And we're gonna get in our 55 Chevy LS3 and head up the Autobahn North right now. So good times, and I might get back with you, but like, subscribe, and share from Roger's Hot Rod Garage. Gil, you got any closing comments?
Another great day at Roger's Hot Rod Garage and at the racetrack in Hockenheim.